Hello and welcome to Angela Mackenzie Singing. So what are we going to do today to help your voice? Well, today is part of my series of videos on singing out of tune, and in fact trying not to sing out of tune. So today we're going to look at when people push the voice and it pushes it out of tune. And generally we've talked about the different types of out of tune you get. You can go a bit flat, there's a bit underneath the note, and a bit sharp, there's a little bit underneath, higher than the note. And generally when people do this, it sends it a little bit out just generally, but generally people tend to push a little bit sharp when they do that. So what do I mean by pushing? So if we had a scale, so we would be going so a nice little scale going up. Now, when we get to that top note, some people want to push it that little bit more to make a big sound. So when you want to expand that top note, how do you do it? So some people think that they have to push. So I'm going to do it now in a pushy way. Now I've been practicing this beforehand and it's killing my voice, so I'll do my best. I'll do it on an E because you can show it even more when you're pushing. So are you ready? And right, you could hear it. So what happens is people think that they're really kind of making a lot of sound at the top. Really, I need to show you a little bit higher than that because that's not too high. Let me show you a little bit higher. See what I mean? It's pretty awful, isn't it? Sometimes it's not quite as bad as that, but it's just that being slightly, we're looking always to be in the middle of the note, and you're certainly not in the middle of the note, then are you? You're pushing, and you're pushing it out of tune. So if you could see from what was happening to my face and my body, everything was tensing up. The jaw particularly tenses up when people do that. And if you hear somebody singing that or see them doing it, you can see it happening. Usually the chin goes up a little bit, the jaw tenses, the body, the shoulders tense to be able to push that note out. And I know someone who's got quite a good big voice, and they do that at the top of the time. I'm thinking, no, you don't have to. You don't have to. So how am I going to help that? What can you do if you know that you're a person that does that? You may not do, but if you know someone who does do that, this is how you can help them. Basically, what you need to do is actually develop a technique where if you want to expand that note at the top, you're using your air pressure to do that. So you're getting this airing, you're using the air pressure, you're keeping the throat free. I keep saying a lot of the same things. Have you noticed it? It's quite easy singing on the one hand, but quite difficult on the other, getting rid of bad habits. So basically we need to keep everything open and rely on the air pressure. So it would be so when I did that, the only thing that was being pushed was down here, where I was pushing out more air to be able to expand that note. So if you've got a problem with that, you need to be able to work on that. And another way to work on it is to practice doing it very quietly and take it up to the note that you're wanting to sing. I mean, it might not be a scale, it's in a song, usually it's just a note that you're punching out. So find that note and start it as small as you can. So you've got your top note, so start nice and small, little baby voice, and then see how you can expand it, keeping your chin nice and loose and relaxed, your jaw nice and relaxed, everything nice and relaxed, and see if you can then expand it by doing that. So you would start The reason I did that was to show that my jaw was relaxed and I could still get that sound out because the sound is produced up here. It's not pushing from down there. So if you have a problem with pushing sharp, or you know someone who does and they will listen to you if you want to help them, then that's the way to do it. Use your air pressure to get that lovely big note at the top, not your jaw and pushing from the throat. And that is how you will get that lovely sound at the top without going out of tune. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you like and give me some comments. I'm really excited about being on YouTube now, so make sure you follow me on that. And I will see you again with more tips on singing in tune. See you tomorrow.